Hello!
Hello.
Hello, everybody!
I'm glad that we have like actual fingers instead of just opposable thumbs. That'd be really hard to do
Eli
anything.
is waving too.
Hi guys, how are you?
Yeah.
It's Tuesday, and it's not when we were normally posting live.
Changed it a little bit again.
No, we're joking. It happens every time. How are you guys? I hope you're having a good morning. Guess what? This recipe, or this live, is going to be showing you how to make a butternut squash creamy soup. And it's great for weight loss, but I'm going to give you lots of different alternatives that you could do to suit your taste.
Yep.
And also, it's the first day of fall tomorrow, so I feel like this is really apropos. And we also have more videos coming out this week that, well, on Thursday, a pumpkin spice latte and pumpkin spice muffins, so very fall.
So good. Like,
Fall
it's
themed
so
around here.
good. The muffins are unbelievable. I shouldn't even say loud because Eli is here and he already gonna want one in a second. But they're so delicious.
Really
They're colorful, and you see the photos. They're exactly, on the photos, they look exactly the same as they will look in the real life. And they're just so good.
Really good. I'm so like into muffins lately. I don't know. I think it's just because of Eli. Like he likes to eat muffins a lot.
Yes.
And so I'm trying all kinds of different muffins. So in rotation now we have a new one, a pumpkin spice muffin and a zucchini muffin and a blueberry muffins. Those are
Yeah. And the
really
latte,
great way to like get
Yeah.
some veggies into your kids.
and the
For
latte is really good
Yeah,
too.
the
So
latte's good.
so that video is coming out on
Thursday.
Thursday.
It'll be there on
Yeah.
Thursday, so I've
Very
got
cool.
full recipes for that. And of course, I'll leave the recipe for this down in the description below. We're gonna need a Vitamix. We're gonna hope I'm not gonna break it. I don't know what my
As
problem
every
is.
video.
Every single live, I have some Vitamix issue. It's not gonna happen today. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Okay, so this is gonna be really quick live. I feel like I say that every time, and then we just end up talking forever. But I've done half the recipe because back there we've got the butternut squash and the other things in there, which I'll show you in a sec. And they needed to be roasted for 40 minutes. So obviously, I'm not going to do a live where I'm roasting them for 40 minutes. So
And then you
yeah, this is what's in it. I've got a whole butternut squash that I've just chopped into fairly big chunks. I took the seeds out and I peeled the outside. Bless you, Eli. And then I also did one large shallot and I just chopped it into chunks. It's all going in the blender anyway, so it doesn't need to be like finely chopped. And then I did 4 garlic cloves roasted. Oven roasted garlic is like next
It's like
level.
the best thing ever, I think. Like, it's really
It's so
good.
great.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to show you here is really an easy kind of basic soup recipe for a creamy soup without any added stuff in it. I'll talk about some added things that you can put. But really, if you want to make any kind of soup, you could do this kind of formula or blueprint for anything. So if you had a bunch of tomatoes, like we have a ton of tomatoes right now from our tomato trees, the plants. You could just put some tomatoes, salt and pepper on there. You could do some garlic and some onion. Look at those babies. They're so beautiful. And you could roast them and then do the same thing. Obviously, your cook time would be a little bit shorter for just tomatoes, maybe like 20 minutes. Anyways, so I roasted the butternut squash, the shallot, which is really next level as well, I think. It really just gives something different.
Because
than
shallot
onion.
tastes so different actually than an onion, even though it's an onion, obviously. But it's so much more powerful, so much more like.
I don't know. I always feel like the shallot is a very sophisticated taste.
Yeah, when I cook with shallot, I have to be careful because I'm always like overpowering and like all I taste is shallot because I'm using this as much as onion or sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
I have to be
that's
careful.
very true. It is more powerful, and so you don't need as large
Yeah.
of an amount.
Yeah.
Okay, so enough talking, right? Let's throw this into the Vitamix. I'll let you do that here.
Should I just do this one?
Yeah, I think that's easy. If you have a silicone baking mat, do that, or on parchment paper. Somebody asked, I'm going to be having a video coming out about how to start cooking without oil and, just transitioning over with that.
I
It's
just
good, huh?
licked that onion. It's
It's
so
good.
good.
That person who left the comment about licking our food is dying and rolling over in their grave right now. But anyways, to cook this without oil, you just don't add oil. That's how you cook it without oil.
That's right.
Okay, I've got 4 cups of water. I'm going to pour that in there. I'm basically doing some vegetable bouillon cubes. So if you had like boxed vegetable broth, then use that instead.
So it's a hot water, regular water? What is it?
This was fairly warm, but if you have a high-speed blender, it doesn't really matter because it's going to heat up as it goes.
I will just take a photo of that. That looks so
That looks
nice.
really nice. I'm going to use 2 cubes of this Rapunzel. Can you show them?
Yes.
Close. Vegetable bouillon. You could use like a better than bouillon vegetable base if you wanted to, but I find that in some like lighter soups, lighter colored soups, like a potato soup, sweet potato soup, or this, I prefer these Rapunzel vegetable bouillon cubes.
I
So
think they still have taste, but not as powerful
Yeah,
as Beyond. Not
yeah, burger on the brain.
Burger on the bread.
Yeah, what is it? How would you explain the difference?
Very
Because before I did this video, I was going to share with you like why I would choose this, but I couldn't
This
figure
is
out like
much
the
more
different
lighter.
taste.
So like the better than bouillon has this more deep, very not smoky, but very like rich, super rich taste. Like you
Yeah.
can actually just do soup with just the water and the spoon of that, and this is your soup. While this is more mild. This is more
Yeah, I
like
think
you
that's a
add
great-
little spices, like a little bit more salt, a little bit more, curry, peppers, whatever.
So you can even see, I think that's a great way to explain it. You can even see like the difference. It's better than bouillon,
Bouillon.
vegetable based, now I'm calling it Beyond Burger, has such a dark look to it. It's
It
very
looks like a
concentrated.
Vegemite.
It does look like Vegemite. It doesn't taste like Vegemite. But, oh, whoops. No. but this one works because it's a milder taste. I think that's a great way to put it. So when I first tried these vegetable bouillon cubes was in Germany, actually, this
Yeah.
brand.
Oh, really?
It was. Because when we lived on a ship as performers, we would go and smuggle food as much as we can outside. I would put like vegetables and lettuce in
Our
my
stories
pants.
about smuggling food is like the best. Like the security, some of the security just knew, and they're just, Chris, just go, just go. We don't want to even like touch you, because I have like carrots, she has carrots, we have like beets everywhere, because it's just crazy.
But I would make like soups after a show because it was warm and salty, and I just wanted something warm and salty that wasn't completely unhealthy. Like if
Right.
you ate anywhere on a ship at night, or sometimes you couldn't even eat anywhere on a ship at
Yeah.
night after the show.
Yeah.
So I would just make soups. But that's where I found this bouillon cube, and I'm so happy when I found it when we came back to America.
Yeah, this one is great, and we found them in natural grocers.
Yeah, they're in natural
Just
grocers
celebrate.
and Whole Foods.
Yeah.
I think I know you can get them on Amazon as well. So okay, enough talking. I'm gonna blend this. So like I said, the vegetable bouillon cubes, I put 2 of those, but that's because 2 of these particular bouillon cubes equal 4 cups of water. Do a broth of whatever kind that you like, but I do recommend this brand.
Do they have a
really
liquid like this also?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think
I
it's just
don't-
bouillon
yeah.
cubes. Okay, I'm gonna do this. We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
all
share with you guys how beautiful the parsley looks like. It's from our green hut, but it was laying here on the table for a while. We were getting ready, but look how big this is. Wow.
about 3 to 5 minutes. No blender bit.
Yeah, so this might take a while. So
Yeah.
in the meantime, yes, love.
Mommy, that phone died and
Oh,
I
no.
pressed the hard
Oh,
drive.
come on.
When I pressed the hard drive, it died.
Oh
Are
no.
you okay?
Daddy's gonna help you. I'm really not a proponent of letting my kid watch TV for a long time, but when we do these lives, we don't have a live-in babysitter, so unfortunately he's watching cartoons, so there's always some kind of technical difficulty. Okay, back to the soup. Normally I would probably let this continue to blend until I start to see steam coming out. If you don't have one of these, you could use an immersion blender, which is like this, where you just do this in the pot. or you could just throw it in a regular blender and then reheat it back in your pot. So now I'm gonna give it a taste and see what I feel like it needs personally, but this soup is completely customizable. I'm gonna see if I wanna add spices or if it tastes good like this, if I wanna add parsley, I don't know. That's really good just by itself, but definitely I wanna add some pepper. Should we put some paprika in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's
I don't
very
really
good.
wanna add cumin because I feel like it will completely change the taste.
No, yeah.
I'm just
I'll
gonna add
just spice it up a little bit.
Maybe
and
a
that's it.
little bit of that, some ground pepper.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll do this
I don't
later.
think it needs the salt. It's actually perfect.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. I'm not gonna add cumin. I don't want to add nutmeg because it's gonna get too sweet. But those are my kind
I mean,
of
I know yours, but I don't.
ideas.
No.
No. So things that you could add if it sounds good to you would be cumin, paprika, which is what I did, paprika, or nutmeg. But that's gonna give it a really sweet
Yeah,
taste.
cumin also would probably overpower the whole,
I feel like that
whole
too.
thing, and I think you should not you should, but try it first like
The
this.
just a simple soup makes
Yeah,
it
'cause
just
that's
tastes really good.
really delicious.
I'm gonna just blend this just for a couple more seconds to get the paprika going. Oh, I just turned it off on. Okay. Now I want to see if parsley would taste good on this as a garnish. So I'm just gonna take this little bit of soup. I think parsley would taste good on that. I'm gonna give you a taste and see what you think.
With the same spoon, I cannot handle this.
I'm disgusting. You're just gonna have to live with it. Wait, that's probably too much. Too much.
Oh, the little thing.
There you go. Garnish on the spoon.
No, I don't.
You don't like that? I do
I
like
don't
it.
like parsley. I'm like a.
Other thing we could put in. You talk.
Wait, much bigger love from the Caribbean. Oh my gosh. Who was there in Caribbean? Guys, I miss beach like so badly.
You.
Where
We get-
in Caribbean you are? Looks yummy, little taste to the video. Where in Caribbean you are now? Because we've been probably in most of the places there while working, of course.
Other option I
still
just
we have
thought of. Garbanzo beans
Ooh, that would be
inside.
fun.
Really
Is it
good. That
good?
adds a little bit more protein. Yeah, you can taste.
What about like a different green, like a basil? Would that
I don't think that would taste good personally, but oh well. Do you like that or no? Are we just gonna go simple?
Yeah.
Simple. Okay.
Because this would have more like a.
Just gives you a little bit more if you didn't want just soup.
It is good now.
It is good.
With
I
chicken.
know. I mean, those were cold, so I think we've got like a
Yeah, so that's like, yeah.
Okay, so check out our cute little bowls.
Yeah, just get them very quick.
You want me to fill this up? Do you want me to fill this up or you don't?
No,
want me
you
to?
do it. I'm just thinking like, I want to decorate this with something for photo. But
Well,
then it
I
has
like
to
the way
make
the parsley tastes.
sense.
And it makes sense to me.
Well, okay,
Well,
we
cracked
can do it with
pepper.
parsley. I love to do this with butternuts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, so that's
This
exactly
butternut
what it is.
squash.
That's a butternut squash. It's just so good. It's like I normally like very rich and deep taste, and this is so simple, but it's still very satisfying. Oh, pepper is
If you
perfect.
wanted, it would not be as low fat. You could put coconut milk inside of this. It would be super creamy. I don't
No.
think it's necessary.
I
But you
don't
could
think
even do
so.
like a quarter cup to a half a cup of like canned full fat coconut
Yeah.
milk. I don't think it needs it. And let's talk about why this is good for weight loss. Because if you have this contents by your own, on your own, or over the course of a couple of days, you've just eaten an entire butternut squash, which is very low calorie dense food, and some shallots and garlic.
Yeah, that's
All full of nutrients
And
for you
spices.
and just vegetables and really filling.
It's really nice. I
Yeah.
don't want to show it here
I'm
because
in
I'm
the
gonna
soup,
spill.
somebody help me get out. Okay.
Caribbean,
yeah.
that really broke my heart in a good way.
I know because it's getting cold and you just want to be at the beach. Oh my gosh, we're just beach people.
Going to make this today.
Yeah.
Yes, looks yummy. Yeah, it's really nice.
Looks good, looks good.
With
Yes.
coconut milk, but now on weight loss.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super creamy. It's super creamy without it, so you really don't need it. But I'll give you some options when I write down the recipe in the description. But that's it, you guys.
And
That's
like I'm
really
saying,
it.
I'm very picky with like a deep and fatty, tasty and stuff like creamy. Like Michele said with coconut milk, so I'll be like, oh yeah, let's add it. But this is,
You always want to
great.
add more fat.
yeah, but this is great. This, I like fat.
No matter what.
But
I don't like
really
fat,
like
and my regular clothes are just starting to fit, so I don't want extra fat. Okay.
No, but this is great. But
That's
I'm trying
it.
to say that this was perfect for that kind of simplicity.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
That's Should
we'll see you
I
later.
talk through? Of course, somebody called. Okay, I don't know if this is working or not. It says
Yeah.
I'm live. 1 butternut squash, peeled and seeded, chopped into like 3/4 inch chunks. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Once that heated up, parchment paper, butternut squash, 1 large shallot just chopped coarsely, and then I did 4 cloves of garlic just whole. Put that in there for about 40 minutes until you can fork the butternut squash and it's tender. Then let it cool for 10 to 15 minutes. Throw it in here with 4 cups of vegetable broth. And the only thing I added on top of that would be paprika and then freshly ground pepper. Go crazy with your spices, make it your own. You could do nutmeg, cinnamon, paprika, really anything that you like.
And you can add some cardio while it's blending.
You could add garbanzo beans also if you want a little bit more of a heartier meal and some more protein from your beans. But that's it. And that's really, you could do that, I love how simple it is. Yeah, you could totally do this with pretty much any vegetable that you think of. I think in a video I did, I don't know, a few months back, I did this with potatoes and sweet potatoes. Same variation. I think I added coconut milk in that, and that was really good as well. So not needed though. You don't need it. It's
You
super,
can have the
super
whole
great.
day with this and fine.
Yeah.
You definitely
Go on to Soup Fest.
lose some weight. Yeah.
All right. Okay. That is it. Something
Something's
just happened to
happening
our
with
phone.
the phone. We'll see you later, guys.
We'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll put the recipe down below. Normally lives are going to be on Sunday, but they
Yeah.
just weren't this week. Oh,
Yeah.
because this is what I wanted to tell you. Because I had something really special happen. I'm getting featured in a local magazine here called Edible Reno Tahoe. If you live in the area, you can pick it up. And
free.
I
That is
did a
beautiful.
huge thank you, thanks Crystal. I did a big article for them, and then a photographer came over on Sunday and photographed the recipes that I'm sharing in the magazine, which was really cool, and really cool to see how she worked as a professional compared to just what we do here, which I think is pretty professional actually,
Yeah.
but it's always great to
Yeah,
learn.
but we never started with like a
Thank you.
self learners. So
Yeah.
so we just like. But the recipes that she took a picture of is amazing.
They're really beautiful.
Alfredo pizza.
Yeah, and
Right,
a split
she's
pea
with the
soup.
video.
So we asked her if we could share it with you guys. So when it comes out, I'll definitely share and show you like the beautiful pictures she took
Yeah.
and then the article. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. My mom is calling, so I gotta go.
So-
Have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.